Hey y'all, so this gonna be a part of a vlog. Day in my life. So today I'm going to get my BLS renewal, or so I thought I was, but it's a bit of a glare. But I went to the building, and this is how it is sometimes in Houston, yo, for real, because I get I think I like it better this way. I go to the places. I verify the address because I'm trying not to bad talk anyone too much on the internet, but and plus I got this reference from a group chat I'm in. So I go to the site, verify the address on my phone because you get a confirmation email when you schedule. I verify the address. Come in here, I verify the suite. That's it. This suite doesn't look like it's owned by like healthcare personnel. It sounded like lawyers, like it was something associates. But I was like, I'm gonna still check it out. So I go up there, check the place, verify. And it's a nice looking building. And it would be a spot for a doorman, but it's no one here. Okay. So I'm going look. I see two other cars other than mine in the parking lot, and I don't know where the people at, but they not in the suite that they said it was. So I go and call the number. And first it's an answering service, and they couldn't catch what I was saying, so they hung up on me. So then I called back. I called twice, left a message. No one picked up. And so I go to the other site that someone else has sent as a reference for BLS in a group chat. They don't pick up either. And I get it, it's Saturday, so I'm like, okay. But this like, lately some things I've been definitely talking to God about, ordering my steps in his word and what I'm doing right now. Not just like, in the future and all that stuff, but like literally right now with my business and my content creation and being serious about the opportunities that's presenting itself to me. My next venture is to become a CPR instructor and BLS instructor. And like this experience, I don't get mad, but I know I will give a different degree of professionalism. So, because this, especially not, answering the phone and the email, they did send a confirmation email this morning, but it had a spot where it said link to the address, and it was blank, like it didn't have anything in there. So I already knew the address from the website, and they do at different locations, like different weekdays, different locations. The Saturday one is in the Galleria area in Houston. But this is the Galleria area because the Galleria is down the street, but this is a Westheimer. So I'm giving it like an extra 5-10 minutes maybe for someone to check their phone and call back, because if I'm hosting like an adult learning class like this, I will leave the first 10 minutes of that class time to allow for people to kind of find a place, if anybody's calling, trying to find a location or anything, because that's just how it is to be an adult. So I know I'm doing things differently, but for right now, I still need my CPR and my BLS. So at least it's the beginning of the month. It's good till the end of the month. But I'm gonna go ahead and call my job because I'm talking to them about my preceptorship too. So I'm gonna call my job and see when the next time they having a CPR class, because I'm gonna see. And most of the time your job should offer it too. So I was just trying to, get out. Didn't even think to check with my job, but in my job, they pretty much Monday through Friday. Nursing care is 24/7, but the job is like, far as the people in the office, since it's home health, like case management, they'll have someone on call, but people in the offices that probably know about the CPR probably not gonna be in until Monday. But it's worth a shot because sometimes the people on call are the same people who work in those offices, and since I have this going on, I just give them a call. So we're gonna see what to do with my day. I did want to do some window shopping in Burlington. I'm trying not to buy anything because right now I am working and saving to purchase a house. That's why this is my first year as a nurse. I'm a new grad. Now I'm entering into my 8th month as a nurse, and I'm very, very excited, but I'm also planning my steps strategically, because I was going to take a med-surg position, but right now I have the choice between things that have limited time and opportunities on them and things that are always going to be there. Let me tell y'all something. A med-surg unit, especially in the hospital, is always going to be there. That people are always going to be getting sick and needing help. But different opportunities, like right now we find a house where they have like different incentives to buy, like finding a perfect space and a good school zone and everything, that can get bought up. Like the city next over is bought up already. Like they're not even building new houses. So I'm looking at in time with your family, like time with my son, with my parents and my husband's parents. Like that's invaluable. You cannot just, I'm so big on family and time spent that to me, to sacrifice 3 months at minimum as a new grad where you're kind of dependent on your preceptor schedule, because you can have an assigned preceptor. Sometimes your preceptor might call out, you might be with someone else. But most of the time they're gonna try to schedule you with your preceptor and you have no idea what your preceptor's pre-existing schedule is kind of like. So I just can't trust those eyes. And plus, like, my husband, he's a real estate agent, so he really works on the weekends. Like, the weekends is me and Khalid time because daddy is typically working, whether it's showings, open houses, because that's when, like, people who work like me, like Monday through Friday, are off. So they're doing their home searches on their off days, spending time with the family. Oh, yeah. I got something open. I don't know what that was, but nothing open. So yeah, I kind of gave them an extra 7 minutes to come here. Time for me to grab my mugs. I have my tea. I drink, what is it called? Organic black tea. It's a Japanese black tea from the Path of Tea in Houston. It's the tea shop. We love her. Push to open. All right. So that was a bust. That was an absolute bust, but but I'm not surprised for the area. Being someone who has lived in Houston for a couple years, I can have an opinion because I'm not biased that this is like my home city. Even my home city, I openly critique my hometown. And it's not like, oh, I don't want to act like I'm not from there, or I don't. For one, no, I don't like it. But that's because it's not enough progression for my liking. And it's too much crime for me to feel comfortable raising my children out there, especially the fact I have a black son. Like, that's the biggest population that was killed out there. And I didn't move out to this area to essentially move my son from one hood to another. That's just not what I'm doing. We're doing progressive change. And this is things to be talked about in the black community. It's a lot of different conversations. So these are things that's kind of openly talked about. And I'm from Virginia, very political. So opinions are more openly expressed. I had moved my camera. Y'all don't judge my car. She is trying to get her life together. It's supposed to be a big old storm coming today. I'm using the opportunity to wash it, even though my husband gets the Mr. Car Wash, but maybe today I'll go wash my car. Since apparently I'm not going to be in class like I thought I was. Like, I really gave them an opportunity to call. Within 10 minutes, call me back. You know, students trying to come. Yeah, no. Didn't happen, but this is definitely this is definitely showing me it's a need. It's a need. So one of my next ventures that I'm going to be doing is my BLS, and I kind of wanted to, I didn't want to be going through too much school at once, but the reality is when they had us in our associate's degree program, I had to do my BLS when I was in the associate's degree program. I was in class that Saturday. I had to do it. We had to do clinical, we had to do sim. It's just like I did so much in that short time, because my last BLS was from my school. But yeah, I'm remiss, but I had some nursing home girls that I could call. I know my homeboy's girlfriend, she did her last BLS not with the hospital, because also a lot of people are with the hospitals in this area, and you can just get it with the hospital. But I'm not gonna make this video too long. I might come back and do another video just so the first one isn't too long. I am also gonna make sure that I stay committed to making content and uploading. I need to come up with an upload day. It's challenging because right now I am I'm working a lot, and I'm also doing my family life, but of course I can just put up the camera and record. So it really don't take nothing. Sometimes I get so wrapped up and focusing on a second job that's like I'm missing out on an opportunity that's right here with me. And now that I have a friend who's an influencer, like I see how, just pick it up, just do it. And she telling me the content that y'all liking, it's content, I watch, but it's also stuff like I did. So I'll just take y'all along for the ride. At the end of the day, I talk to God and I say I'm not going to be so resistant to change, to progression. So I have opened my heart to that change, and I have plenty of topics to talk about, plenty of topics to get the girlies to listen to the girlies, which I want to hear and everything. So I just accepted myself as one of the girly pops, and I hope to continue on spreading the word, even being able to give like my videos to my patients, be like, hey, this is a video where I cover wound care, so how about this is something you can watch, in the dead of the night when you may need to change it real quick. You could put this video on, be about 4 minutes, watch it, and now you can do it yourself. So when I do come and check on you, you don't have to it's not worse off than what it could have been with you impacting that change for yourself. So anywho's, girls, I'm gonna talk to y'all later, girls and guys. Catch y'all another time.
Good.
No.
So I ended up coming into Burlington, just making a pit stop, y'all, because I am moving. I want one of these for me. Like, it's a ride along, but you can't ride along, but it just moves so smooth. Like, of course, all the seasonings. I love Burlington, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at some ceramic pots with pans, but me and my husband moving back in together. Oh, that's a good deal. $22 for this 3-tier, something like in the bathroom. But I'm gonna get one of these ride-ons for my son. But look how they do the boys, y'all, girl. Look how they do the boys. Like, these aren't ride-ons up here. They got 3 choices for the boys. This is the only ride-on. And it's Disney themed. Like, my son not a big like Mickey Mouse fan. He's a dinosaur type of guy. So if I were to get it for him, it wouldn't like really be what he big on, but it will work, I guess. I just like to get stuff on brand for my boy. But yeah, y'all, I got quite a few things that I like. I like plenty of pink. This is the one by the Galleria area. It's 2. One is by Camp. This one is by the TJ Maxx. Oh, this is cute. I love stuff like this, and it's only $8. Yeah, but I made a deal with myself. I don't buy like certain things because, baby, I would just buy, spend. I don't buy certain things if I don't already have something else. Like, ooh, that purple moo was real cute. But I'm trying not to just be shopping because that was it for that decor. I will say their decor section is underwhelming compared to other Burlingtons, but yeah, I was supposed to go use the bathroom. I'm about to head to my husband's apartment that he had when we were separated. Oh, and chill out there. Oh, this is real cute. Real cutesy wootsy. So that's the wrap. So yeah, we definitely gonna speed up this little area, little montage. Oh no. As y'all can see, my iPad is dead. business. I have my free morning agenda. So I have some things in the works that I'm doing. And my office chair is also a massage chair, so I really, really like that. Recently, I just switched over to the military plan since I am a military wife. Now, instead of active duty, I'm a veteran wife, so I take advantage of different benefits, like Chapter 35 benefits, so I'm going to school with that. So right now, I've actually been deciding let's watch some YouTube videos. So, I was doing something. I'm not going to that. I'm not going to the webinar for public health. And another thing my school also offered was therapy. I took therapy with my school. I did like 2 sessions, so I'm gonna ask them for some more. And so I really wanted my iPad because my iPad already has my YouTube like curated too. So actually, and this is just a personal decision, but I like to leave my iPad for the videos and display and have my computer for the real work, like searching up things. Like I'm about to go in. Let me also get my cup of tea. I'm finna go ahead. All right, y'all. So we got made it back home. Y'all got to excuse my hair. It's been a day, but a good day. So now I'm actually about to work on a goal that I've had for a while now, which was to become a BLS instructor, have my own CPR academy. It's just been a lot of goals to accomplish, a lot of things to do within the past few months since graduating. I've just been hitting the ground hard and hitting it running. So yeah, my experience today gave me the fuel to the fire that I needed to remember that this was a goal of mine. Because one thing I will notice out here sometimes is they lack a certain level of professionalism that just comes natural, I think, being from the East Coast. Seeing people do business in places like California, Arizona, Houston even sometimes, even they have a lot more Southern hospitality, but seeing how different places do business definitely opened my eyes to the need for great customer service. Like, customer service is such a huge part of doing business. Like, if you have a nasty attitude, a lot of times people are not going to want to do business with you or buy from you. And that's something to be taught in itself. But now, since I'm kind of at a intermission with my bachelor's and getting a preceptor site, I had to sit with myself because I was about to go and try to get a position in one of the hospitals. She was about to move to, it's sorry if I'm moving around a lot, y'all. I'm trying to get settled in to go ahead and get started on the great, as they like to call it, the great lock-in. projects that I'm gonna be doing, I'm very, very excited for my date with my husband tonight. It's gonna be clay, so I've been wanting to do ceramics for a while. So since we're doing a class tonight, I went ahead and got an air dry clay so I can practice at home and be making my creations. So I'm gonna go ahead and move. If y'all can't hear me, I am so sorry. This video, I just get some things off my mind. Okay, it's just like an excerpt for the vlog, but one thing I'm also doing is redoing my home office, because my husband, he's a real estate agent, so he definitely works from home in different places. So our office is going from one person office to two. So figuring out how the space will work with two people in office. We might be going back to the drawing board with our plans to move, or maybe a little different. I don't know. Just with the state of the world. Well, I'll say the state of our country for sure, but the state of the world, or the state of America, and with prices and stuff, it's probably about to be a crash coming this upcoming year. And granted, I specifically chose a line of work that is recession proof, because people are going to need care. That doesn't mean you're excused from certain things like layoffs or companies having to downsize, different things like that. So I guess it's cut the grass right now. They're trying to go ahead and cut all the grass before the storm comes, because it's supposed to storm apparently around like 6 o'clock today. My date with my husband is like 8:30, so it's a little bit later. So I have cleared our space. I was supposed to pick up, I'm going to be taking some of these certificates down because they're not level how I want them to be, and I'll probably put them on like a side wall and have a painting right here, and I'm going to move my bookshelf this way because I want, it's an office, but I also I'm tired of having like all my stuff right there as the center focus. I don't mind it all on the side, but like I want something a little bit more calming, like a little bit more, it's also going to be a tea station on the bookshelf, so having a picture, having a moment to where, okay, this is what we're doing, coming up with ideas, filming, creating content, doing different things, and I really just want to open up this space to that. So just making a transition, very transitional time. Yeah, I'm taking y'all along for the journey. I'm making sure to upload the content. Like one friend I have this influencer. If my friend the influencer is telling me make the content, upload the content, I would be remiss to not listen to her. So I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. This might wrap up the vlog. What I probably do, my son's taking a nap right now, so I'll probably put in some type of footage, maybe me moving around or something like that, and then also having putting some montage with us doing the pottery and all this. So I'm gonna have to cut my nails down. These was cute while I had them, but I have to cut them down. I feel like in order to properly do the pottery, even just like by half, that's just what it has to be done. Because after a week, these are press-ons, y'all. After a week with the builder gel and the glossy top coat, there you go. But after a week, it feels weird on my fingernails, so I'll be ready for them to come off. But anyway, I already said I ain't gonna hold y'all long, so I'm gonna catch y'all later, girlies. Bye.